We were in the market for a patio table and some chairs. We just happened to find what we were looking for. I spoke to the lady on the floor, the sales lady, and I said, we'd like to go ahead and purchase this table and chairs here. She says, well, that's our display model, sir. Let me go in the back and I'll check and see if we have any more back there. Hey, we'll do. We'll be right here. She comes back and she says, I am so sorry, sir. I am so sorry. That's the only one we have, the display model. Do you think you'd be interested in that? And I said, oh, yes. Yes, we surely would. We surely would be interested in it. She says, okay. Let's go on over here to the cash register and speak to the cashier, and we'll get you all fixed up. She gets us all fixed up. We've paid the cashier. We have our paperwork, our receipts. And so I'm going to go get some help, and I'm going to get this furniture on a dolly, and we'll get it out front to you. If you just meet me out front. I said, that'd be beautiful, ma'am. I said, could you tell those people to get off of my furniture so that I can get it loaded in my truck and leave? Well, there was a lady right behind me. We're actually in line. I was out of line now, but this lady was in line and she was hearing me speak. And she says, well, you go tell them. I said, ma'am, it's not my job. It's her job. And she just, looks at me, just like, oh man, how dare him? How dare him talk to me, talk to those women like that. And the cash register lady had a little smile on her face. The saleswoman had a little smile on her face. The lady who had said that stuff was like wanting to just pulverize me. Well, I ignored it. I'm not a violent individual. I live and let live, so I ignored her. Told the cashier thank you. Told the sales lady I'll see you out front, ma'am. I was waiting out front, and the sales lady comes by with my furniture that I had purchased. The young fella that was with her, I had to go back into the store, and I told her, not a problem, ma'am, not a problem. I'll help you get this stuff in here. I really do appreciate your help. The two of us work together. We get that table on the back of my vehicle, back of my truck. We get 3 chairs on the back of my truck. After we had gotten the table and the 3 chairs on the truck, I'm getting out some rope just so I can kind of secure it all together, so because I had just a few miles to drive. But while I'm doing that, she's actually getting the one single chair that's left, lifting it up. And she wasn't a very big lady. She was a kind of an average sized woman, but not big at all. She gets that chair and she manages to get it in the back of my truck. And I had a big old giant dually, so they sit up pretty high, so she had to lift it up pretty high. When she was doing that, the lady that spoke to me somewhat rudely in the store when I told the cashier, you tell those people to get off my furniture so I can get it loaded onto my truck, who said, well, you tell them. That lady was just walking out of the store, walking right by my vehicle, and she saw that young saleswoman lifting all by herself that last chair. And I'm sure she assumed that I was standing on the side making her, or letting her do all the heavy work without even lifting a finger. And she walks, within about 3 feet of my face, and she's going, just like a man, just like a man. And I turned around and I looked at her and I said, excuse me, just like a man. And I'm going, thinking to myself, oh my God, she pissed off at me. This lady's got a big problem. So here she is doing that. People in the parking lot coming to the store, and in the store, leaving the store, going to the parking lot, they're all kind of, slowing down and watching what the hell's going on here. And I didn't know how to handle it, because I don't like talking rude to folks. But that lady is, hollering at me like that. So I said, well, I know what I'll do. I stood erect. A puffed my chest out like that and threw my arms back. And I looked the other way like this, you know. And then she even started hollering louder at me, going, "Just like a man! Just like a man!" And I just stood like that and didn't say a word. And she just stomped off to her car, you know. And then I relaxed, and the young lady that was helping me load the furniture just looked at me and just had a grin from ear to ear and said, "What was that all about?" I said, "It's a long story." I said, "It's a long story. Listen, thank you for helping me. And it's very appreciative. Everything's going to be fine." Folks need to chill out, number one. And number two, if it ain't any of your business, you mind your own business. I don't see nothing male chauvinistic about my actions, but I definitely enjoyed playing along just to irritate that woman. And I think I succeeded. I had a good laugh all the way to the house. Hey, New Year's is just right around the corner. Y'all be safe. Have a good time. Be careful. We'll see you next year.